I am around 10 years old, sitting in the car with my mother, may she rest in peace. We are driving toward home when I ask her, how do some people become rich? She tells me that a good job will give me a comfortable life, but will not make me truly rich. Because to be at that level, you have either to do something immoral, like tricking people to give you their money, or maybe even illegal. I feel very unsettled about this answer. I believe that she's not seeing the full picture. Like when there is a missing piece in a puzzle, but I don't know what it is. Today, 20 years later, I finally found that missing piece. And it is time for you to see the full picture as we dive in the untold truth of building wealth. You are just another kid at school, sitting on your bench, knowing that you have to get good grades that will eventually allow you to go to university, giving you the opportunity to have the kind of job that will allow you to have a comfortable life. This is what your parents keeps repeating you all the time, because it is one of the core values of our society. This comfortable life is usually measured by your ability to buy a nice house, to change your car every 3 to 4 years, and to afford a holiday every now and then. This is what us as a society consider to be enough. But if you get lucky and become very rich, that's very good. If not, that is also okay because you achieve that acceptable level that everybody's expecting from you. Guess what? Most of us will get to that acceptable level. You will probably buy a nice house one day and you will go on holidays every now and then, regardless of the job that you choose. Of course, there will be challenges to get there. Exams, job interviews, finding your other half, but you will overpass them eventually. You have no choice. This will either make you or break you. Therefore, you take it very seriously. However, just a few will go beyond this level to become truly rich. There is a simple reason for that and you are about to find out. Imagine sitting in a classroom. Soon the most important exam of the year will begin. The stakes are very high. Either you pass and you get your degree, or you fail and repeat the whole year. You finally receive your exam paper, noticing that you have 6 questions. And just before you start reading them, the teacher says that the first 5 questions are mandatory, you must answer them correctly, otherwise you fail, but the 6th question is optional. Nothing will happen if you don't answer it, so what you decide to do with it is completely up to you. Later on, you look at your watch and you have 20 minutes left. You notice that you've done a quite good job and you answered the 5 questions relatively well. It wasn't easy, but you are prepared. Therefore, you know almost without doubt that you passed. Now you start reading the 6th question. It is a hard one. You know that if you struggle, you may be able to answer it, at least partially. But you also realize that this question will not make you fail. Then you suddenly feel very happy realizing that you secured your degree. So in all conscience of mind, you decide not to answer the 6th question and go out instead and celebrate. You see, this is the exact same mindset that you have when you think about becoming rich. You don't look at it as something mandatory since you don't need it to pass the exam of life. However, if you change your mindset, therefore thinking that making your first million will either make you or break you, your life depends on it, you will start finding ways to overcome challenges to do it. Exactly like you overcame those challenges that put you where you are today. The 6th question in the exam is now mandatory. Your degree depends on it. Therefore, you will treat it with the same seriousity as you did with the first 5 questions. That's the mindset that you need. If you want to become rich, you have to make it essential. Your life has to depend on it. As long as you see it as something optional, nothing will ever change. My mother was right about one thing though. You cannot become truly rich just by having a job. In 2002, my home city started to grow massively. People are moving in from other cities. Therefore, in order to meet this high demand, a lot of big buildings start popping up rapidly all over the city. One afternoon, my mother and I are visiting an apartment in one of these new buildings. The owner is showing us around when my mother decides to ask him how did he got involved in this business. The guy, with the big smile on his face, answered that he saw the opportunity when a lot of people started to move into the city. He decided to quit his job as a successful doctor to become a full-time entrepreneur. He is now raising building after building, becoming very quickly one of the richest men in town. I quickly realized that the answer he gives to my mother is the missing piece in my puzzle. Here is an honest man who became very rich without breaking any law or doing anything immoral. Don't worry if you don't see yet the full picture, because when you understand this, I guarantee you, you will. By definition, a job is the act of selling your time for money. The only problem is that your hours are limited. Therefore, no matter what your time is worth, you will at one point reach a cap that you can only overcome by making your time worth more. You see, this is in my opinion the greatest paradox. Because time in itself is priceless. Therefore, if I ask you right now to sell me 10 years of your life, would you be able to give me a price? The reason why you can't answer this question is simple. No one will ever willingly want to sell their time. But that is exactly what you do when you go every day to work. And to top it all, according to a Gallup survey that I found, 85% of people hate their job. Can you see the madness and the sadness in this? What this doctor did was very simple. He solved the problem. People needed apartments to live in, so he built them. Therefore, he got rewarded for solving the problem. We can say the exact same thing about Jeff Bezos, the owner of Amazon. He listened to people's problems and found a good solution to it. This explains why he is now the richest man on earth. The secret is to stop focusing on finding ways to make more money and instead put all your energy into finding and solving a problem that people have. The bigger the problem you solve, the bigger the reward. And it doesn't have to be as complicated as Amazon or inventing an electric car. You see, when you have a 30-minute lunch break, you have two problems. One, you want to eat fast, and two, you don't want to risk eating something you don't like. These two issues are solved by companies like McDonald's, Burger King or KFC by making sure to serve you always the same quality, fast. So listen to what people complain about, what they wish would exist, then find a way to give it to them. You will realize that once you start to really listen, the opportunities are endless. So find your niche and make sure to build a scalable business around it. You do this by creating systems that work and make you money without you being there. If you are, let's say, a personal trainer, instead of selling your time by booking individual sessions with customers, you should focus on creating a course that you can sell online, making your business scalable. This mindset is the difference between trying to open a small local restaurant or creating a big franchise that you can expand indefinitely. However, if you are not the kind of person who wants to start a business, maybe you are happy with your job but still want to build wealth, then the only other way is to start investing. Because inflation not only drives up the price of your coffee, it also drives up the value of your investment, like real estate or the stock market. Go and check the price of a home in your neighborhood 20 years ago and see for yourself. And here is a chart that shows the stock price of Coca-Cola throughout the years. The earlier you start investing and the longer you stay in the market, the richest you will be. This is due to the power of compounding, which Einstein himself called the eighth wonder of the world, and here is why. Let's say you invest $1,000 a month or $12,000 a year at an annual interest rate of 10%. After 10 years of investing, your initial investment of $120,000 will now be worth more than $200,000 because of the compounding interest. Now, let's say you do this for 20 years. Your $240,000 investment is now worth more than $750,000, earning $500,000 in interest over 20 years. But if you keep it for 30 years, your initial capital of $360,000 will now be worth over $2 million. And by the way, this 10% annual interest rate was the average stock market growth over the last 40 years. Also, the best time to invest in the stock market is when everything is cheaper. This usually happens in recessions. So, to know exactly how to take advantage of this opportunity, click right now on this video. It will show you the exact technique to invest in recession. My name is Reda and my mission is to help you master your mind, money and destiny, bringing you one step closer to financial success. See you next Monday.